There's Conor. Here, Covadonga Cathedral up in Picos de Europa in Asturias. We've got Picos de Europa up behind the hills over here. This cathedral, Covadonga, fairly spectacularly sitting over the landscape. There's Conor here in Asturias, Picos de Europa, up in the mountains, come walking here with family. I want to talk a little bit about purpose. I've had a lot of questions over my time about how to find your purpose, and I think step one is write something down. Write anything down, just get it on a piece of paper, and you've got to iterate. It's not what you write first that's so important. It's the fact that you write something down with the intent that you capture all of the things you'd like to do, all of the people that inspire you, the teachers that have made a difference, the books that have reached you, and you just start putting down on paper the things that make your life worthwhile. And as you iterate, you delete the things that no longer resonate and you add more things. And after 100 iterations, you start to have some stuff in there that when you wake up on a morning and feel a little bit and you look, it's so full of good stuff that you remember how to use a day well. And about 10 years ago, myself and a friend, David Tomas, we went to London. We spent 3 days in a room on a training course called Your Master Life Plan with Dr John DeMartini. And that's exactly what we did. We sat in silence in a room, about 50 of us in a hotel room in London, and we just wrote. We opened up our computers, we opened up a Word document that was given to us by Dr John DeMartini, and we started to fill it in. And it was a big long list of all the places I want to go, all the people I want to meet, all the teachers that have made a difference, all the people in my life who have inspired me, all the people that I feel I'd like to thank. And it's just list upon list upon list. And for 3 straight days, from morning through till evening, we sat in that room at our computers in silence, writing. And I think you do need to start in some way like that, of just 3 straight days of in a room and put it down. And I remember one of the days I went up to ask a question to Dr. John DeMartini, who was just sitting in his chair looking over this group of 50, 55 people that had paid good money to sit in silence and write their plan. And my question to John was, you just sit here? The training is this? You just sit here? You don't talk? And he said, well, you wouldn't do this work if I wasn't here. You wouldn't do this work if you hadn't paid the money. You wouldn't do this work. And it's so important that you do this work, and it's so important it comes from you. And so in my case, the way I first started in putting really something in concrete over paper was by paying someone to just watch me sit and write. You don't need to do that, but you do need to find a way of opening up a Word document or an Evernote file and just starting to make lists of places you want to go, people you want to meet, things you want to learn. And as you put that together, you start to have a resource that when you're questioning what's important, what to do, when you need some guidance, you open that up again. And today that document has additions from my daughters, even just as simple as coloring or diagrams they've written or little notes they've written. And I usually take some of the ideas from that and put them in the first couple of pages of a journal when I get a new journal. So how to start on purpose: write something down. It doesn't matter what you begin with, just write something down, but very much with the view that you're going to iterate hundreds, if not thousands of times. And each time you iterate it, make it just a little bit better. And that is how you start to begin to find what is the thing that makes your life meaningful, and create a roadmap for your life. There's Conor here in Covadonga, Picos de Europa. We've got Picos de Europa way up over that hill over there, and the refugio, the refuge of Covadonga here up in the mountains. So almost 150,000 subscribers, so thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscribes, and your questions. It really helps inspire new videos when you leave questions, comments. Thank you so much. Have a good one, and looking forward to the next week.